Hey y'all, let's get into the Housewives of Dubai season 2 reunion part 2. So we continue where we left off at. So Rafi, is it Rafi? I think it's Rafi. So they talking about Rafi and whatever. Continuing. So Caroline Brooks ended up asking Andy how he felt about the Rafi situation. Andy said if you and Rafi was friends, been friends for a long time before you and Tilly was friends. So he said there's no problem with you and him having a spat. And she got mad about it. And she went, let's just move on to the next question. Let's just move on. He went, okay. Like, I'm like, girl, you can't talk. I said, you walked over there. You can't talk to nobody in any way and think somebody supposed just because you a woman. You think a man supposed to just not speak to you after you. No, girl, get out my face. Nah, I don't get mad at it just thinking about it. Because I said I don't like that. I don't like when people do that because you a woman. You think you can't talk to nobody like that. It don't matter who they are. And if you come up to somebody, you gonna get checked. No matter, I don't care who you is. But moving on. So we move on. Andy, move on to the next question. So it ended up being about the Bali dresses in that situation. He said, I see that brought both Carolines closer and stuff, but he ended up switching over to Lisa. He said, Lisa, so how do you feel about that whole situation? Lisa said, my biggest thing is, it hurt it, but she said the biggest hurt of it was that the disrespect to the designer, the Bali designer, because she designed them dresses, and that was a disrespect. And that was her thing about that. We move on to Andy asking about Tilly wanting an apology from Tilly, and Caroline asked was like she was good. Tilly said okay, so Tilly wanted to say sorry for the wanted Caroline Brooks to say sorry for. I think I messed up. Okay, hold up. My notes are all wrong. Okay, so Andy asked the question about you want Tilly to apologize. He was talking about Caroline Brooks. So Brooks said, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And Caroline went, I want an apology for the social media. Because she went, the stuff that you put out about me and my husband and my family can ruin what's wrong and false. And she went, you told me about, there was an affair, there was stuff. She went, no, I did not. She went, I didn't tell you about none of that. She went, well, so Andy went into, you are very vicious on social media. He went, you do lives and everything. Brooks. And stuff. And, she went, yeah, I'm sorry. I can apologize for, for the social media stuff. Yeah, that was a little bit too far, well, she went, so Tilly said, "Is you gonna apologize for it or not?" She went, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. I said, "Girl, you is a fake bitch." I said, "Cause ain't no way in hell you got online and air whatever you so called believe about this woman and her husband." And I said, "You wrong for that." But I said, it comes all of the karma comes back to you. I said, because your stuff gonna get aired right along. So moving on from there, we move on to they end up doing the lunch break. So during the lunch break, we ended up getting uh, a little tussle going on between T. Lee ended up talking to Sarah. Sarah said, "How you doing, babe?" She said, I'm being accountable for what my actions and stuff like that, but Shrimp Brooks not doing that and stuff." She went, "Didn't speak up." She said, "I am doing that," but she went, "I'll try one more time." And so doing that, we got Caroline Stanbury and Ayan chit chat. Ayan playing victim about her and Lisa and said Lisa's lying and stuff like that and all that good stuff. Caroline Sandberg just happy she ain't got no issues with nobody at this point. She just glad that face is pulled back and she looking good. So we ended up seeing Brooks and Tilly ended up speaking again. And Brooks was like, I want to move forward with our friendship and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about the past. We gonna move forward. Tilly said no. Tilly said, what's the problem? So what really is the issue? Because you're mad and all this stuff, but Shwayne, we can move forward, but we have to deal with Shwayne. If you're gonna go back on and start talking about the past and this and that, Shwayne, yes, we got to. Shwayne, we gotta bring it all up because we gotta get to them what's going on. I don't want to do that. I'm over there. Shwayne said, okay, girl. Shwayne, Tilly went, alrighty, it's what it is. So that friendship is over. And I said, Brooks, faker than fake. You fake just like Tilly fake. You want her to be a certain way, and you mad because she's friends with Caroline Sandberg. That's what it's all about. Really, it is. You wanted a blind, loyal friend like you got several for this season. But you ain't get it. Your best friend came on here of 9, 8 years, and she trying to get that bag. So they go back on stage and stuff, and we get into some more drama. Uh, we go into okay, where was we? Okay, so Andy, we get back on stage. Andy ended up asking about Lisa's event. Her event at the what is it? Heart and Soul Spa that she took over. Yeah, asking about the event and the stuff that went down there and how Brooks felt a certain way about the whole situation. That she didn't come to her and get her and ask her to use her venue and use her place of business and stuff like that. And she tried to blame the whole incident of her being mad or whatever. She tried to blame that on Caroline Stanberry. And Caroline Stepberry said, hold up, girl. She ain't, no. She ain't, you was already on 10 when you came into when I was getting a massage. You came in there on 10 talking about the place, talking about how you felt. She ain't, I didn't do anything. I was getting a massage, trying to relax. So this is when Lisa ended up. I said this really pissed me off with Lisa. I said I love me some Lisa, but I said this right here. You believe in a whole name named Brooks, Caroline Brooks sitting next to you, who's a backstabbing hoe like Caroline Stanberry. And you sitting there believing this whole saying that Caroline Stanberry set that all up, had her do all that stuff at your event, and she brings out she ended up bringing out a journal, saying that the journal and the journal that Stanberry brought that came out through her company was the same as her journal she brought out for her maternity line, and this is praise-wisdom, and you can be sued for this. Caroline said, "Hold up." Caroline said, first of all, I didn't write that book. It was me and another I partnered with somebody, and we did this journal together. So, yeah, I said she just looked that part right there looked very stupid to me. It seemed like this group of ladies, they all doing underhand stuff, and and then it's finally coming to the surface all of a sudden. They doing so much underhand that it doesn't make any sense. Definitely with this WhatsApp app, and you having side conversations and stuff like that, and voice notes. So after that, we move on to yeah. After that, we move on to that. During that, we found out that Sarah ended up saying that she asked Brooks, when did you and Lisa become so close? Because after she did that journal thing, she said, how y'all become so close, girl? Because also, doing all of this, I know I'm missing something. I said, Lisa ended up telling about that No, 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 no. Hold it. I know Lisa ended up telling about something. Hold up. Okay, so we gonna that part is coming up, but we're gonna move on to the next part because this was all over the place too. We Andy moved on to Stanberry and her husband and asked, "Do he got a job?" She said, "Yes, he has a job. He's they are actually building a hotel somewhere in some other country, in some country, and stuff like that." I said, "Girl, he using your money. He ain't got no damn job. He only with you to have a baby so he can get that baby and get your money." And Caroline ended up saying she do it. Caroline said, "I don't put my businesses on the show." She went, "I have my own money. I got my own businesses. I just don't put them on the show." She went, "What for?" Uh, Saying she also said she ain't having no she don't want no baby. She ain't having no baby. Not at this point. She's done. He wants a kid. And everybody went into, he ain't gonna leave you, girl. He ain't gonna leave you if you're not gonna have a baby with him. I said, yes, he is. Yes, he is. But I said he also knew who he was marrying. And he married you anyway because he was trying to get that money. That's what he was after. Your money, girl. He gonna get it one way or another. So we move on from them. We move on to Lisa. Uh, no, we move on to Sarah. We're gonna move on to Sarah. So we move on to Sarah. Sarah part of the show. Sarah ended up saying that her and the not boyfriend, guy friend, broke up because he was cheating. And he said, y'all wasn't together. Went what? Was y'all together? She ain't know we wasn't together. Anyway, how did you find out? She I hired a private investigator. I said, girl, you doing so much for a man that you were not dating and not in a relationship with. I said, I'm confused here. Like, you not making sense. Just say you were dating. Just say you was doing the American way of the American and the England your way of dating. You go on dates. You're in a relationship. Y'all were in a relationship. You ain't doing your traditional. You grow up your religion, whatever that is. Y'all form a dating is if y'all in a committed relationship, y'all gonna get married. And she said we were exclusive. Exclusive friends? I said, when did that become something that that you do? We was exclusive. I went, when did that become a thing? Also, she talked about her son. She said her son doing a lot better and stuff. He really missed the nanny because he loved the nanny and stuff like that. Also, we move on from there. I was a little shocked why her best friend Bestie wasn't on the show. I said she should have been there because I said y'all really slick with that one because I said the stuff that went down between her and the Bestie, doing the Bestie just resigned from the company. They got together. I said yes, she should have been on the show because I wanted the tea. But moving on from there, we move on to Lisa. He ended up doing Lisa part of the show and asked Lisa was there any issue between her and Ion prior to all this. And she said yes, it was. One of the issue um was that Ion got mad that I asked her about Rihanna wearing her maternity clothes from her line and stuff. And Ion said, why would Ion said, yeah, I don't know why she would ask me that because I haven't even asked my friends, about my makeup and stuff like that. And she like, that's just like, why would she do that? Definitely on TV. I said, girl, she can ask you a damn question. Like you tell her, you can ask her and ask her wherever you want her to ask her. She can ask you. She asked you a damn question about get Rihanna. I said, I think they talking about the Rihanna, the superstar. I don't know who they was talking about, but whoever Rihanna was, because that's who it was. I said, girl, you sound stupid. So, moving on in that section of that thing, we went into the voice note and the issue. So the issue with the voice note was that Lisa said she didn't know about the voice note. She said, I ain't know nothing about the voice note. I found out about the voice note right before dinner. We were walking down to dinner and showing this woman told, and Ion told me. Ion said, like, you did know, you knew about the whole, what was about the, sure, no, I didn't. Sure, I didn't know nothing. Sure, all I knew, you said something about, oh yeah, yeah, there's gonna be something to be told about a voice note. And this when Caroline Stanbury said, she talked about it brought it up because Ion didn't want to. So she went ahead and did it. And so, it caused the commotion it did. And come to find out, the running producer said that Lisa knew. Lisa said, no, I didn't. She said, I did not know. She said, they said she knew. She said, I did not know. She said, I didn't know nothing about no voice note. All I knew was, she said something was going to be played. And she was apologizing for that. That was it. And I said, I believe Lisa, because I said, that's why she said what she said at the table. I can't trust you. So, after that, we ended up getting, ended up moving on to, it was something. Okay, asked about the voice note. Okay. Okay, I did that. So the girls they did end up apologizing for their parts in the voice note situation. Ayana, Ayana apologized, and Lisa apologized for her part in the situation. Then Andy ended up asking Brooke about the difference she said that Ayana acts around them when then she with Lisa. She said, yeah, she do act differently. And that's when Lisa said like maybe she act different because I ain't around to have her back. And I said, I don't need nobody to have my back. I said, girl, you look stupid. Because I said, like, girl, you just want to say something just to say something. And then we move on to so Ion said, so they ended up arguing, and Ion said, you wanted me to turn myself down so that you could sit next to Andy. And Lisa said, what? Lisa said, girl, is you serious? Lisa said, no. Why would I ever swing? I said, girl, Ion, you don't turn down for nobody. And I mean nobody. You've been your total self since season 1. And it hasn't changed at all. So I said, ain't nobody told you to turn down Ish. You just a liar. And then we move on to Andy ended up asking about the bagging situation. So in that whole debacle, Ion went into I invited my son to the whole event, and everybody knew that I was inviting him because he was getting picked on in school. So I had invited him to the party, and I already told them there would not. I ain't trying to have no drama. My son gonna be there, and I said, "Bitch, you the one caused the drama. You did. You wanted to talk to your friend all of a sudden after you done been over there with them heifers. You want to talk to her. Then she told you, I don't want to talk right now. And then Brooks instigate as she used to, as she does, and told the girl, Ion's upset about something. She said she's going to talk to you, boo. And so she came and talked to you. And that whole thing went into what it went into. And now you mad at telling that everybody caused a commotion in a scene when they knew it wasn't supposed to be there because my child was there. And Lisa White, girl, you caused the biggest commotion, girl, out of all of it. Like, what are you talking about? I said, because you did. You started the shit. And you caused the biggest one by you walking off and doing your fake ass crying. And made it all about Ion. So, who embarrassed their child? You. So, doing that, we end up finding out that Lisa said that Brooks told her that Ion said that she wished that Lisa was dead. And I said, I didn't say that. I didn't say none of that. And that ain't never came out of my mouth. I would never wish that. You were like a sister to me. And she went, girl, I heard it. So, come to find out, Brooks called Ion on three-way. And we irritated what was said, between what Ion said to her. And then all of a sudden, Ion got mad during the conversation and started going off and started repeating what she said and said more ish. So Lisa said, I heard what you said on the phone. So Lisa get up, walked away, and she was crying. She came back and stuff like that. Everybody said, oh, you wrong, Brooke, you wrong. Brooke said, how I'm wrong? Shit. Y'all always talking about I don't tell the truth. I don't do this. I got story, so I proved it. So she came back. So Andy said, so what's gonna go on between this? And so they ended up them two ended up, Ayana and Lisa ended up talking. And Lisa said, I don't want to believe that you would say that, believe that you would wish that. She went, I know, I love you, girl. She went, I don't want to wish none of that you believe that, but that's what you said. That's what I heard. And Andy, for me, Andy went, well, since this ain't going nowhere, we're going to end it right here. And Ayan said, like, no, we not. Why is you? I said, now, Andy, come here. I said, y'all need to replace his ass. I said, he said on Potomac that reunion that there's more than one producer. So I said, so that means that's more than one executive producer. He's not the main executive producer. So y'all need to get somebody else to come in to be the host. Because I said for him to end that show right there before it gets to any resolve, because this was another show franchise, he would have made sure they got on good terms in some form, some fashion, but he didn't. He need to be replaced fastly. Take him off, let him be behind stage. He need to start from the bottom again and work his way up. So, Ayan, they went to break. Ayan came and said, I love you. I miss my friendship. And our sisterhood and stuff like that. And Lisa said, I love you too. I miss our friendship too. Hopefully we can start over and stuff. And Lisa said, I'm up for it. I'm up for starting over and everything. So after that, they ended up switching. So it was the end of the show. They ended up doing giving each other gifts. It was like gag gifts. But I said, let's see. So Brooks gave Ayan a Spadazzle cup because she always thirsty for some water or something. So she gave her a Spadazzle cup. Ayan said, your gifts are not so good and stuff. I don't never like your gifts. I said, you's a petty bitch. I said, you and Brooke, I don't see how you and Brooke are not thick as thieves like you thick as thieves with Caroline. Because I said, oh God. Because you act just like the both of them. But moving off of there, Sarah ended up giving T. Lee some candy panties. I said, bitch, you wrong for that. And T. Lee ended up giving Brooks a gift with a card, which was the green dress that she said the green dress that Brooks wore first season. She gave that to her. Brooks said, I don't want that. Because I said the card ended up saying that because on social media, Brooks said you need to prove that you need to prove that I wore your stuff. And she said, girl, she pulled it out. Bang bang. She pulled out the thing and everything, the poster, everything, bitch. Here you go. Last season in my outfit. So after that, we get so Stanberry gave Sarah a Twilicus. A Twilicus. I think I said it right. A Twilicus a puppet. So gave her that as because she always up Brooks' ass. And Lisa gave Sandberry, the Lisa fan club, ID, everything, T-shirt, everything. Yeah. Also, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Sandberry actually gave out shirts to the ladies too, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think she did. Ion gift was for Lisa, and it was some damn water, a gallon of water, cause she's always thirsty. I said, girl, that's what you gonna give your bestie, even if y'all on not on good terms. You gonna give her that? I said, you's a tired heifer. I said, so that's how this season ended. So this is the end of season 2. My overall review of the season was decent. I give it from on a 1 to 10. I give it a solid 8. I said I give it a solid 8 for me. It's a solid 8 for me. I like the bad, but what I don't I like the bad, and I think they didn't show. I don't think they showed a lot. I think the bad was supposed to be longer, but they didn't show all the episodes. And also, Andy don't need to be the host. Please get somebody else to be the host. They actually know what they doing. They actually gonna ask the questions that need to be asked. And if there's an issue, somebody that's actually gonna try to get them to fix it in some way, some form. Not just like, oh, we're gonna end it here and just keep going. Cause he can go. But other than that, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Paul. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll get back at y'all. Hopefully they get a third season. But bye, y'all.